Hey guys, Justin with Ready Business Systems. Today I'm going to be going through how we calculate our disposal fee on our pricing worksheet. So just to give you a brief introduction to this pricing worksheet, we have our charge rates listed here. And this is all based on our overhead cost, our labor per hour, etc. This is pulling from our other fields, but you can check out our pricing worksheet videos to see how we get these rates. So this end of day rate is what we need to get for every hour that our field staff are paid. So if our field staff are paid for 10 hours, then we need to get this for each hour that they're paid for us to cover overhead and make our profit. This number here, including unapplied, this is an upcharge rate from here to cover unbillable time. So we have roughly 35% unbillable time. So that means we need to charge more when we're at the property if we want to end up here at the end of the day. So if our guys work a 10-hour day, but they're only billing for 7 or 6.5 in that example, then that means we need to charge $119 if we want to end up we need to charge $119 for 7 hours if we want to end up at $77.85 for 10 hours. So that being said, this number is the number we're using for our disposal fee because this is part of our billable time is our dumping time. So we're going to use this number here. So down here, what I did, and this is customized for the Service Autopilot rate matrix. As you look here, you can see our rate matrix looks like this. It says from X to Y, the rate, the budget hours, the budgeted costs, and every whatever over whatever is that much more time, and that much more cost. So I formatted our Excel spreadsheet that calculates our pricing to work with the Service Autopilot rate matrix. So what I did here is I put in a couple addresses here. I put in a residential address from our shop location, and I put in an address that we have to go on the highway. So this is kind of like a back roads drive, and then we have a highway drive. I think it goes the other way, actually. This is the highway drive, and this is the other drive. And I ended up getting the average drive time per mile is what I came up with here, kind of an average on the two. So I figured that for every mile, it takes us about this fraction of an hour to drive that. So you get the budget hours for the dump fee here. This is delivery, so disposal fee. The budget hours I have here is in the time required for this disposal fee, we use this for our leaf cleanups, for example. We're going to assume it takes 20 minutes to actually dump the truck, plus the time it takes to drive there, plus the actual fee we pay to dispose of the material. So this right here, these fields are miles. So from 0 to 5 miles, this budget hours here is roughly half an hour. Where we get this is we're taking 0.33 hours, which is 20 minutes to dump the truck, and then we're taking the 5 miles times the time it takes per hour. So that's where we get our budget hours. For the rate here, we're going to take this number, which is the time it takes, times our charge rate here of $77.85 per hour, and then we're going to add in the cost we pay to dispose of that material. And then that gives us our rate to dispose. So what we can do is when we put in this mileage here and we go to 10 miles, whatever, we plug that into the rate matrix, it's going to spit out a price for our time to drive it there, our time to dump it, and our cost to dump it. So this translates into here, and I probably need to update this from 0 to 5. Right here it says 97.93. Sorry, this is for brush. So I have one here for leaves and grass. So this one's our one for brush. We have a higher disposal fee here for brush. So from 0 to 5 miles, it's going to be $51.93. So this needs to be updated. Sorry, brush, 96.93, right? It's 96.93. Budget hours is going to be 0.47. 0.47, budget cost 73.88. 73.88. This number is actually just our cost of labor and our cost of disposal. So it doesn't include our upcharge for our profit. This is just what our cost after payroll taxes to pay our guys. So every 1 mile over 5, these are simply dividing this. So no longer do we have to pay the time to dump is only included in this first 5 miles. And after this, they're just paying for the time to drive, right? So the time here does not include dumping time because it's included in the first 5 miles. It's only including the time to drive the additional mile, which is simply this number right here, right? So this is the price. It's going to be $2.20 per mile to drive additional mile over 5. So you plug this in the rate matrix. I have this set up as quantity times rate times visits. So it's going to multiply out the number of miles. It's going to spit out this price for anything 0 to 5 miles. If it's beyond that, it's going to be, this is 2.2 and 0.0289, 96.90. Additional cost is just going to be this price divided by 5. It's going to be 14.78. So we'll plug that in here. And then under this part here, details, it says default rate 97.73. It plugs it right here. It's just going to be the minimum cost. So 96.93. You can copy and paste this right here. And then budget hours is 0.47. So by default, the minimum price that didn't paste there is a 96.93. And the budget hours is 0.47 hours. So now when you type this into an estimate, it'll spit out the cost of disposal. The other thing worth noting here is we have a custom field for miles from shop. So whenever a new lead comes in, we have an automation set up so that the admin has to go to the account. It types in the client's address and the address of our shop, and they type in the miles from shop. So if it's if it's 11 miles from the shop, then that's going to be saved in this field. So whenever we quote a service that includes a disposal, we just have to enter the, it's going to automatically pre-populate the calc field with the number of miles from the shop that we already have saved in the account. And then we put in the number of truckloads. If it's 1 or 2, that's going to be the quantity. And then it's going to spit out the price for that disposal fee to make sure that's accounted for. So I thought I'd share that with you guys just for insight on how to handle your dump fees. And if you like this video, let me know, comment below, and I'll put up more material like this because this pricing worksheet is awesome. And there's a lot to it, So let me know. Hope you guys got some value from this. Thanks for watching.